What would happen if you were to delete the Windows registry that the whole system depends on every desktop Windows version? And I have not seen anyone do this experiment before on every Windows version. Surely it must be impossible, right? Wrong. Is Windows 95 even going to care if we delete the registry? We can go to each of these top level folders and then just delete all the folders that are under them. And while I'm deleting these keys, what I also want to find out today is which Windows is the most durable out of all Windows versions. I'm going to delete all the keys inside of each of these top level folders, and then we'll try doing simple tasks just to see how badly the system is broken. Okay, and this is the last of them. And we have successfully deleted every registry key inside of classes root. Let's check if there's any damage. My computer. Okay, so this one is not opening. Wait, nothing is opening really. So I can't open the file explorer. I don't think I can open any programs except I see that control panel still opens. Access to specified device is denied. Programs, WordPad, that one doesn't work. I don't think any of the programs really work. Taskbar properties, we can change these ones, at least. Now let's proceed to delete the others. All of these ones have far less values inside of them. Then let's go under local machine and delete these ones as well. Let's delete this one as well. Error while opening key. So after I deleted this one, I cannot open this key. And we have just deleted the whole registry, basically. And yeah, nothing new is broken. Now let's restart the system and see what happens. Is it going to survive? System error. Windows cannot read from drive A. It's not even letting us into the system anymore. Windows 95 setup wizard. It seems like I have to set up Windows 95 all over again. Now let's move up one tier to Windows 98. Let's open up Regedit. And here also let's start with deleting classes root, probably the most important one out of all of them. And as the last of them, we got them all. Now let's check the damage. I cannot open anything once again. Access is denied, okay. Opera. Internet Explorer, no, nothing is really opening. Control panel doesn't open either. This one did open on Windows 95. Okay, taskbar properties, this one works. And I just refreshed the desktop, and what is going on with these folders? They have no names, and I cannot open them, and they just look strange. Oh, and also I just noticed that all of the applications have lost their icons. Pretty much all of them look like this. Yeah, and we just can't open anything. Then let's delete everything inside of current user. And I don't think there's any new damage for this one. So let's proceed to delete local machine as well. And users. And then current config, this one doesn't open. And then this data one, okay? So we have deleted pretty much everything. And once again, it doesn't seem like we can really do much. And now I think let's also restart the computer and see what happens. It doesn't even seem like it's going to restart. This is even worse than Windows 95. Okay, let me force it to shut down. And now let's boot it back up. And once again, it throws us into the Windows 98 setup wizard. We have to set up Windows all over again. But now it's time to escalate even more. Windows ME. Maybe let's start with this one actually. HKey current config. And the cursor seems to be loading something. Why is there system32 in the recycle bin? Who put it there? Then let's proceed to delete HKey classes root, the biggest one. Or actually, should we start with the small ones? I want to see what happens if we do the small ones first, actually. HKey users, software, local machine, and current user as well. Why can I not open this one anymore? And actually, my system has completely frozen. Wait, let me restart. Scan disk, local disk. Improper shutdown detected. Windows has updated display settings for your hardware configuration. So our resolution is like 4:3, I think, the aspect ratio. But everything else seems to be working fine, I guess. And now let's open up the registry editor and see if we can delete the rest of them. And now the last keys of classes root. And they are done. And actually, I think Windows ME has recreated the ones that we previously deleted. So we have to delete them again. But first, let's see the damage. Properties. Windows cannot access the specified device. And once again, I cannot open any of these programs or File Explorer. We can access taskbar properties, but that seems to be about it. Now let's delete the rest of them. And now we can see that we have the whole registry deleted. Error while opening key. That's a new error. And actually the whole system doesn't work. I can't click on anything. So in that case, let's go ahead and restart. Windows ME. And this one we can actually restart, unlike Windows 98. And once we actually boot up Windows ME, we don't see anything anymore. Oh, but I can do Ctrl-Alt-Delete and the system restarts itself, okay? So Windows ME is actually even more broken than the previous systems. And now we have to look at Windows XP, which is where the damage gets even more serious. Regedit. And let's start with the biggest one. Oh, and this one is gonna have like a very annoying sound all of the time as I delete all the keys. So as I was deleting all these values inside of class's root, I found that there's actually folders we can't delete on this one. We did not see that on previous systems. And there might be more, actually. The last few keys left. And we are done with HKey class's root. Now let's check the damage. Wait, I can delete the recycle bin? Oh, I can, okay. What about some applications? No, those ones don't open. And all programs doesn't work. Like, I cannot open this menu to access all programs. That's actually pretty interesting. We didn't see this on previous systems. My computer, and this one just opens up the map network drive. What about control panel? Okay, that one doesn't work. And for some reason, I also cannot drag the desktop icons around. I'm not sure if they're aligned to grid or not, because when I right click on the desktop, I don't even get any options to customize the desktop icons. Properties also doesn't work. We can still access the taskbar properties, okay? And now let's delete the rest of them. Actually, the rest of the keys. There's some keys we just can't delete. Error while deleting key, this one doesn't even delete. Yeah, these ones are also not going to delete. Now I think let's restart, if we can even do that. And it doesn't actually seem like we can. The UI disappeared, but the wallpaper left, and it's not restarting actually. I'm gonna force it to shut down. Windows XP. And our resolution is lost. Why is the cursor so big? It's taking unusually long to load. And I don't think it's actually gonna... With Windows Vista, there starts to appear more protections, and messing with the registry is far worse than anything up to this point. Let's delete everything on this one, and a lot of the registry keys seem the same as they were since Windows 95. That's pretty interesting. And once again, I can see that there's something I can't delete, which is fine, I guess. Let's just delete everything else. It hasn't been even 5 minutes and we have ran into a lot of problems with Windows Vista. Because if I go to some keys and try to delete them, it's going to say that error while deleting key, and this is for like a lot of keys. It seems like I can't delete most of them because of some error. Let's go to HKey current user and delete these ones at least. Then in local machine, let's delete these ones. This one we also can delete. Okay, registry editor not responding. Can I even open stuff? No, I can't. All of the applications are not even opening. And our registry editor seems to have crashed. I think I might not be able to open it again. Or can I? Regedit exe, a device attached to the system is not functioning. So actually, on Windows Vista, I couldn't even delete most of the values of the registry editor. And okay, our start menu is completely blank, personalized, and pretty much nothing works once again. And I think I can't even restart it or something. Okay, let's boot it back up. Start Windows normally. Windows failed to start. A recent hardware or software change might be the cause. Unexpected error has occurred. Yeah, and it's just not gonna boot anymore. With Windows 7, it also gets really catastrophic. Let's start with the big one once again. And once again, after some time, we can see that I can't delete most of the keys again, after I have deleted enough. So I guess let's scroll down and try the other top folders. So we can delete this one. And then local machine. Yeah, for this one also we can't delete. Oh, and once I touch this one, the registry editor stops responding. And now we have to force quit it, and we are not going to be able to open it back up again. And what about some programs? So I can't open the recycle bin. Can't open this item. It might have been moved, renamed, or deleted. This is also the first time we see this error. It wasn't on the previous ones. And I just lost all of my taskbar items. And then what about calculator or sticky notes? No, they don't open. And I just touched that item and everything disappeared. And we don't even have any programs anymore. Control panel, no, this one doesn't open. Illegal operation attempted on a registry key that has been marked for deletion. Taskbar properties actually doesn't work on this one. No such interface supported. I think let's go ahead and restart Windows 7. Windows is loading files. That doesn't seem good at all. No. I know it's gonna attempt to fix our system, but It probably won't even fix it. But can Windows 8 even survive this experiment? Regedit. And now let's delete these ones. Once again, I have reached the point where it says error while deleting keys. So in that case, let's scroll down and delete what we can. Current user. Try deleting something here and it doesn't let me. But current config. And then this one, and it just crashes the registry editor once again. Now let's see what can we open. Okay, we can't open the file explorer. And I just lost my start menu button as well. Okay, personalize. Server execution failed. Display. Nope. Properties. Nope. Start menu. Okay, this one still works. What about some Metro apps? They don't work. No. Task manager. No such interface supported. I think let's restart. Windows 8. Preparing automatic repair. So on more modern Windows versions, we can't delete all of the registry keys like we could on the old Windows versions. Windows could not load correctly. Restore. Automatic repair could not repair your PC. And yeah, Windows 8 is just done. Does Windows 8.1 perform any better? Regedit. Now let's go to this folder and delete. Once again, after a certain point, we get error while deleting key on a lot of these keys. So I think let's scroll down and delete the other ones. H key current user. Then local machine. These ones also we can't really delete. And when I touch these folders, once again the registry editor is going to go not responding. Let's see what we can open. Interface not registered, and all the icons go away. We still have our start menu, but the Metro apps don't work. And these apps also don't really open. So in that case, let's go ahead and restart Windows 8.1. Your PC ran into a problem and needs to restart. Critical process died. Windows 8.1 is just not gonna work. Now we get to a modern era of Windows, starting with Windows 10, and this is where the damage also evolves. And let's delete everything in this one as well. Once again, after a certain point we get error while deleting key. So let's scroll down and go to these ones. And I just lost our wallpaper. Then let's go to local machine. Registry editor is not responding. And it just crashed on us, okay? So yeah, what's happened to my wallpaper? Install failed, please contact your software vendor. This search bar appeared out of nowhere, okay? Critical error, your start menu isn't working. We'll try to fix it next time you sign in. This file does not have any app associated with performing this action. There's just a lot of errors. Because our start menu is not working, it's asking us to sign out. But I don't want to yet. This PC, data stream... Recycle bin, Microsoft Edge, we can't open really anything. So in that case, let's restart or sign out. Please wait. Is it gonna be automatic repair? Choose your keyboard layout. Choose an option, troubleshoot, turn off your PC. So we have a bunch of options. How can we repair our Windows 10? Windows 10 is done. And now the final boss of Windows operating systems, we have Windows 11. Let's see if we can even kill this one. After deleting a lot of keys, I once again get a lot of errors while deleting the rest of the keys. So I think let's go to the current user, delete, delete, delete. Then local machine. These ones also we can't delete, and I think we just crashed Explorer EXE or something. And yeah, registry editor also just crashed. Hang on while Windows reports this problem to Microsoft. Yeah, I don't think it's a Windows problem. And what can we even do anymore? Windows Run doesn't work. Ctrl-Alt-Delete or Ctrl-Shift-Escape. No, that one, it doesn't work. The sign-in process could not display security and the sign-out when Ctrl-Alt-Delete was pressed. I think let's restart and see what happens. Please wait. Choose your keyboard layout. Choose an option, troubleshoot. And yeah, we can once again start up repair, which doesn't repair our PC. And Windows 11 doesn't work anymore. Okay. So to my eyes, it seems like Windows 95 was the most durable out of all. But then again, it's also the simplest and oldest one out of all. Leave a comment down below which one do you think performed the best out of all Windows versions. If you enjoyed this video, then you might also like this one next. And I'll see you there.